I'm delighted to have you as part of this community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings, explorers of knowledge. Join us as we embark on a quest to understand Amurrio. Amurrio is a town and municipality located in the northwest part of the province of Álava, in the Basque Country, northern Spain. It has over 10,000 inhabitants. It is between Vitoria-Gasteiz and Bilbao, respectively 41 and 31. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into geography and analyzing its key components. Amurrio is in border with the following towns in the north: Vitoria and Biscay. In the south, Ordu Biscay. In the east, Zuia. In the west, Álava. Now, let's shift our focus to councils and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. Amurrio has 10 settlements within its municipality: Aloria, Amurrio capital, Artema, Barambio, Delica, Larimbleka, Malezama, and Sorosorico, Tertanga. Let's now turn our attention to history and examine its role within a larger context. Amurrio entered into written history in 1095. It had its own council in 1842 since before it belonged to Álava, and made itself totally independent in 1919. It is, thus, a town with an old flavor, while at the same time, as one sees in its architecture and the strength of its industry, it is full of youthful vigor. Amurrio remained a farming area even with the rise of industry. In the earth there were small workshops working with gold and silver and with liqueurs. Also there were enterprises working with railways and valves. All of them helped to prop up the weak agricultural economy of the area. The great change, nevertheless, occurred a few years later with the setting up of major steel companies, which, with their promise for the future, attracted people from other lands. They brought Amurrio their rich human diversity, and the population doubles in the 10 years leading up to 1975. In 1976 it acquired 9 more towns, including Arastoria, forming today's administrative division. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting economy and exploring its intricate connections to our topic. Amurrio's economy revolves principally around industry, despite services are also important. This countryside is in close harmony with industry, since not in vain do more than 60% of the population work in factories and workshops. Historically, steel and tube production have been the best-known industry in Amurrio. Due to the 21st century petroleum crisis, many more job positions were created. Nowadays, between Amurrio and Llodio are located 2 of the most significant steel tube producers of the Basque Country and Europe, Tubos and Tubos Reunidos. The industrial estates Aldaiturriaga and Sorotco, adjoining the railway and road, offer the appropriate land and amenities. These are the factories that have more than 50 employees: Seralova Asurada Álava, 150 employees. Amurrio Ferrocarril y Equipos, 175 employees. Industria Auxilia Alavesa INAUXA, 140 employees. Caim, 110 employees. Lazaro Ichat Internacional, 50 employees. Molertec, 330 employees. Tubos Tubras Inoxidables TTI, 160 employees. Tubos Reunidos, 940 employees. Due to the steel manufacturing factory's huge presence, Amurrio has created a medium-sized steel industry network as Farinida, valve and gear production, cast inox, production of valves, stainless steel and various components of the industry, as well as smelting alloy. The sectors of wood manufacturing and construction are also remarkable: Oxygeron, industrial projects, maintenance, change of machinery, installations, Plaza Amurrio, supply for construction, materials, furniture. Even if agriculture is on a second level, there are some important shops where this homemade or home-extracted products can be bought. Industrias Kernikas Baruxida, meat industry. Ladenic, ecological food. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into demography and analyzing its key components. During the Urs and Urs, the inhabitants of Amurrio grew, Among others, because of the process of industrialization of Biscay, it must be taken into account that Amurrio is very close to Bilbao and it is under its influence. From the years onwards, due to the economic recession, population stabilized. In 2008, nevertheless, the town recovered and reached again to 10,000 inhabitants. Source: Whinese. Let's zoom in on politics and understand its implications. Political party 2015, 2011, 2007, 2003, 1999, 1995. Votes percent town councillors votes town councillors votes town councillors votes percent Partido Nacionalista Vasco EAJP NV 3992 7 3937 2457 40H Build to 2000 764 5 3562 7 Amurrio or Amurrio AAOA 1371 2. Partido Socialista de Euskadi Euskadico Etzgra PSE 676 1981 1231 to Partido Popular PP 524 1105 to 1124 1 GUK Bay 509 1. Por un mundo justo pum. 180. Euska Abertzalikansa Axine Nationalista Vasca EAEANV. 1593 to Álava. 456 0 Itzkabatua Berdi KBB. 251 0 Euska Alcartasana EA. 2711 4 Unida Lavesa UA. Euskal Heritariki H. Heri Batasana HB. Style font weight, bold, font size, IM, margin bottom, IM, municipal elections of Amurrio. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of Basque. The Basque dialect used in Amurrio is a variation of the Western dialect. It's estimated that a quarter of the inhabitants are Basque-speaking people. However, the usage of Basque is much lower than that. In order to encourage its use, the town hall launches more than a campaign and learning program per year, such as Euskaraz Baizi Igana, where every citizen is invited to participate in activities and conferences in Basque. There is also an Ikastola or Eskita and Bertza Escola, where both compulsory and extracurricular lessons are taught in Basque. Amurrio has also been more than once the scenery of Oroba Euskaraz in 1986, 1996, 2005 and 2013. Additionally, in 2010 the celebration on the public school was held in Lucas Ray. As for associations promoting and encouraging Basque, Beleki Euskara Elkarti, Aspulsi Euskara Elkarti, Ealdi and Ealdiko Euskaljensa Consilu could be mentioned. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on festivities. From August 11 to August 17 patronal festivities in honor of Assumption of Mary and Saint Roch. August 15, Blessed Virgin Mary Other Assumption of Mary Day. August 16, Saint Roch. Artsainigana, 3rd Sunday of September. Within this day various activities related to the shepherding are organized: cheese competition, sheep meat tasting, shearing demonstration, and so on. Wikiturismo Igana, in November. Day in which activities around mushrooms are organized, conferences, special menus elaborated with mushrooms, Pinkso competition, and so on. January 17, Anthony the Great or San Anton. October 28, Simon the Zealot and Jude the Apostle or San Simon and San Judas. April 28, festivities in honor of San Prudencio, the patron saint of Álava. May 9, Los Entradalas Dance. Xacolinigana, in May, the following Sunday of Isidore the Labourer. Destacable art Xacoli, which receives an origin denomination, Xacoli de Álava. In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into museums and unraveling its profound impact. Some of the museums one can find in Amurrio are the following. Our focus now turns to Oresktamandi, an important aspect of our discussion. This outdoors museum is located at the outskirts of Amurrio, near the upper side of the town Zarab, the ancient meeting point. It is mainly dedicated to renewable energies, air, water, sun and biomass, and supports sustainable energetic practices. It has about 26 energetic gadgets, either for children or adults. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Museum of Liquor as we examine its impact and relevance. This museum was the first of its time in Euskadi. It goes over the career of Manuel Acha's distillery, who was founded in 1831 and has some well-known brands such as Carpi Liquor or Sierra de Ordu Patron. There is an exhibition on barrels of 19th century and 20th century, accounting books, advertising material from 20th century, references to the Carpi Cycling Club, professional clothing of the Ers, and so on. The area has approximately distributed in 3 rooms. In this section, we'll be exploring Tsakolinaria. This is the largest Tsakoli producer in Álava. The visit consists of visiting the Tsakolinaria and afterwards a tasting in the Tsoko, which is similar to a community or local where friends usually meet. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting monuments. In 1905 there was already a small Romanesque monastery in Amurrio, on a promontory, on the side of the main road. With the passage of the years, houses were built in the area, along with the Palacio de Pseudo mansion. On another promontory, near where the routes intersect, the chapel of San Anton and the Gati Tower House were erected. It is for this reason that big houses and churches are at the side of the roads rather than on squares. Let's now turn our gaze towards Church of Santa Mara and explore the fascinating connections it has to offer. Here we find a pointed arch and cantilevers from the old Romanesque church, dating from the middle or late 13th century, still preserved. However, the greater part of the building is in the Renaissance style, dating from the middle of the 16th century. The well-designed altarpiece is unusual in that only the central part is gilded. The stations of the cross were painted by Wanda Arno. Turning our focus to San Anton Chapel, let's explore its key elements. This was a meeting place for the ancient councils, as well as a place at which oaths were taken. Here, on the 17th January each year, judges, forest keepers and scribes were appointed. Alongside, according to old papers, it was the Hospital of San Anton which on occasion afforded shelter to travellers making the pilgrimage to the shrine of St. James. The picture of St. Anthony venerated in the hermitage is by Mauricio Valdivieso, known as the Santuario de Peuta. Nowadays there is a market held in St. Anton Chapel every Friday. As we venture forward, let's take a closer look at Arusha Tower House and its impact on our understanding. Also known as the Palacio de Pseudo, after the name of the family that lived in it, it is next to the parish church and at the side of the old main road, the road which connected the plains of Castile historical region with ports on the Bay of Biscay. It is a beautiful construction dating from the 16th century, notable for its ashlar work and its clean lines. As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on Gati Tower House and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. Its construction was ordered in 1728 by Manuel de Ugarte y, or Knight of the Order of Santiago, to add his estate. This tower house costed more than 6,000 silver pesos escudos. Since 1983, it has been the municipality's cultural center. As we progress through this video, let's shift our attention towards Palacio de Lerico in Lezama and uncover its hidden depths. This mansion is next to the point at which another road branches off from the old road connecting Vitoria-Gasteiz and Balmaceda between Lezama and Berganza. Its construction was ordered by Captain Juan Dugati in the Ers. The building is quite well preserved and affords an idea of the big houses in which the wealthy lived. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding GUK sculpture and gain a fresh perspective. This sculpture we in English is one of the latest acquisitions on Amurrio. It was built in 2000. It is made of steel and hundreds of names are written on it. Ever since its construction, a gala is yearly celebrated to honor special citizens who have collaborated to improve the town and town life. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting sports and exploring its intricate connections to our topic. Most common sports in Amurrio are football, basketball, cycling and Basque traditional sports Basque pelota and dances. However, the citizens also practice skiing, mountain climbing, and mountain running. Most sports are practices in the sports center or in Refa, which is a sports complex with a gymnasium, a track, 2 football fields, a rugby field, a tennis field, and a basketball court. With our foundation established, it's time to explore football and its relevance to our overarching theme. Regarding football, there is a club Amurrio club playing in Tercera Division. It was founded in 1949. The time has come to unravel the secrets behind basketball and gain a deeper understanding. Zarab ST is the basketball team of Amurrio, founded in 1985 by Marcus Moroto. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of cycling and its fascinating intricacies. There is also a cycling club in Amurrio, Club Ciclista Amurrio. As we venture forward, let's take a closer look at Basque traditional sports and dances and its impact on our understanding. Basque pelota and traditional dances are, as well, very well-known sports in Amurrio. As for the dances, our dancer Taldi is the responsible of the teaching. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of routes as we examine its impact and relevance. The gentle hills surrounding Amurrio, such as the nearby Sierra Salvador and the forest of Altube, invite one to walk, to get up and move. Shepherd's trails, routes taken by traders and roads of historical interest are to be found throughout these valleys, forests and mountains. Since it is difficult to choose, here are 2 mountain routes and a road route. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into Monte Santiago, Nervine waterfall and analyzing its key components. Following the old main road that goes from Bilbao to Pancorbo, province of Burgos, this place can be found. A little way past Ordua there is a steep mountain pass for 6 kilometers, which takes up to an altitude of 900 meters. A little further on, taking a sandy route that branches off, we enter Monte Santiago, a protected natural area with plentiful beech trees belonging to the region of Castile and Leon. At the boundary we find the remains of an old wolf's lair and a balcony overlooking the cascade, with a fall of nearly 300 meters formed by the Nervine River. The name of Monte Santiago comes from a monastery that used to stand at this altitude, dedicated to Santiago Apostol or St. James, already documented in 1075 as Santiago de Langrais. Now, let's shift our attention to Yola route. If we take the Balmaceda road from Amurrio, we soon arrive to Zarab, a high area where, until 1841, the village and district councils of the Tierra de Yola held their meetings. On the left, the imposing Sierra Salvador can be seen, at the height of more than 1,000 meters, while the road skirts hillocks on which sheep and cattle graze. There are numerous farmhouses. A few kilometers from Amurrio, it is Respaldeza, chief village of the municipality of Iola and one of the villages referred to in 1095. The portal of the church of this municipality dates from the late 12th century and it is in clear contrast with the town hall, dating from the 18th century. Nevertheless, they form an architectural unit. Once past Respaldeza, we reach Cuna, ancestral home of the Chancellor Pedro Paz de Iola, author of Rimado de Palacio and other literary works. Here we have the chance to admire the wonderfully preserved tower, with its chapel dedicated to the Virgin del Cabello. This chapel contains the alabaster tombs of Don Pedro and of his wife Lina de Guzman, as well as the copy of a Gothic altarpiece to be found in a museum in Chicago. In its place, now a Dominican convent lays, where there is a delightful little museum devoted to the people of Iola and their period. After Cuna, and following the road, we can arrive to Artziniga at a distance of 12 kilometers from Amurrio. It received its town charter from Alfonso X in 1272. Remains of the ancient walls, narrow streets with singular building and well-preserved fortress towers are the main features of this small town. Let's now turn our attention to Sierra Salvador and examine its role within the larger context. Mountain lovers have fine starting point in Amurrio if they seek to enjoy heights of then Sierra Salvador, which, with the peaks Tologari and Escti and so on, attains to a height of more than 1,000 meters, forming a natural frontier with Burgos. There are many passes to reach the summits. Nevertheless, the best known is Tologari, where the Amurrio mountain climbing group Mendico Laganek keeps a refuge in good repair. In about an hour and a half, one passes over the crest and has the opportunity to enjoy a splendid view of the Terra de Iola, the mountains of Biscay, northern Burgos and Cantabria. Get ready for a captivating exploration as we unravel the layers of famous citizens and their profound significance. Jess de Gulndes, writer, lawyer, professor and politician of the PNV in Mashara, orchestral conductor Iaki Biorigi, retired footballer Mikel Alvaro Salazar, footballer, player of Dinamo Tbilisi Perbat, Peregrino Bat Izalskan Bingo, born 14 March 1975, is a former road cyclist. Jesus Ixaberia 1916-2009, sculptor Federico Baraningo 1916-2005, professor, philosopher and Honorable Yuskalt Sena. Santiago Abascal Escusa, politician for Vox, formerly People's Party. Xavier Asprin 1951, professor and politician of Álava. Ziga Arusha Revolta Bilbao 1971, photographer and designer. Eli Pinedo 1981, professional handball player. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, growing, and exploring.